Hi, welcome to our vaccine inventory management system. I am going to do a short presentation on how this system can help streamline vaccine inventory, daily usage, and other demand forecast analytics for various vaccination centers within a jurisdiction. And the jurisdiction can be a city or a municipality, a district, state. So here I have logged in as a municipality and I can see everything that is under me. So similarly, if you belong to a state, then you will see everything, all the districts or the counties underneath you, and so on and so forth. So once we set this agency structure, then we would add users at every level. And then after adding the users, the next step that we would do is to set up the vaccination clinics. So here we have set up all the vaccination clinics or the vaccination centers. And we can have various kinds of centers like that. Those are activated or they have been planned but not yet activated. So based on that, you can filter and search. And as we add these vaccination centers, this information is also available immediately on the GIS map because it is geocoded. And then you can take a look at various attributes that are associated. You can drill down into a particular center from the map itself, and you can view this in both street view or from the satellite view. So here is the center, vaccination center. I logged in, I clicked on it. Here is the hospital. So I'm looking at the hospital, and then I can see various details, and then I can see various attributes which I can customize and create more. I can see the storage capacity and the temperature for freezers, and then I can look at the contacts that are associated with that particular center, the staff. So once we set this up, then comes at each center, what is the inventory? So here, because again, I'm logged in as a municipality level user, I can see all the various types of vaccines that are available across the various vaccination clinics or centers that I have created. So I can see how many Covishields that they have, somebody has, I can look at my resources also, like my warehouses where I would keep my vaccines, which I have received from the state. And various kinds of information is available. The vaccine type, the quantity, where it's located. And again, this information is available on the GIS map. At the same time, if you take a look at this red flagged items, so the system automatically flags things if there is a particular batch number that is going to expire soon. So if I take a look at from the map side, then I can click on the resources and the vaccines, and I can see where my vaccines are. I can click on these, turn these layers on, and I can select this, and then I can see what kind of vaccines I have, and then go into the details of that particular, what exactly it is, Covishield. Then you have the quantity, if it's out of service or it's damaged or expiration coming up, date ordered and received, and various information that you can put in the system. We can add directly, with the total quantity, or it can be done through the process that we have in the system for doing a request and requisition, which I will get into it just a little bit, once we cover this inventory piece. So we have now the inventory across the state or across the jurisdiction or city or wherever we belong to. And then once we set it up, then what happens, the system keeps track of these usage scenarios, and it will tell you when you reach a threshold. Let's say you reach a particular threshold that triggers a request process. So as a vaccination center, I would request to the municipality, or as a municipality I can do to the state, or I can do it between each other also. One vaccination center can also request to another vaccination center, and this workflow can be customized as the needs of the government organization is. So here we can see all the requests that have been sent to me. So I have received this request, and then I can act on it. So if I received a request from this particular hospital, then I can take a look at this and then I see this is what they have requested, and then based on that I can take an action because it was sent to me. So I can say I've acknowledged it and it's in progress, or I am dispatching it, or I will forward it to somebody else. Let's say I don't have it, I am forwarding that to a particular state government or the central government. So here, let's say I dispatch it. If I do dispatch, then I can commit resources. So that means that I have certain resources within my warehouses, so I can, or my inventory, so I can take that, and then I can say from this location, I am going to send, I have 658, so out of that I'm going to send out 500, and from there I can do another 1,000 I have here, so I can do another 600. So I can send these batches to certain hospitals that have requested, or certain clinics or centers that have requested. So once I have done that, then what will happen is I will be able to, I will have a complete list of what I have committed. And then if I am the hospital, so I'm going to log out as a municipality level user, and I'm going to log back in as the hospital that requested it, or the agency that requested it. So once I do that, and I will go to my request, and I will see the system triggered a notification that came to me that, okay, this request has been taken care of. I look at it, I see the color coding where it tells me that this has been fulfilled by somebody. At least, I've gotten 200 out of that. So now I can click on it. I see that it is arriving on this date, and these are the vaccines that's coming to me. And when it arrives to my doorstep, I can hit add to inventory. So that means it gets added automatically to my existing inventory. So now I will have this many more co-vaccines that they have sent me. So this is how the request process gets triggered. Now at the same time, I can, once I'm done with that, so now this is the inventory piece. So this is what I have. Now I have to keep track of the daily usage scenario. So what happens is, if I click on the vaccination dashboard, I get to a dashboard which shows me in one screen what is happening to my stock. So this provides enough analytics for me for enabling my decision support. As a vaccination center, I immediately know what I need to do. How many vaccinations am I having every day? How many total I have till date? What is the stock that I have in hand? How many days it is going to last based on that average vaccination, weekly or monthly or daily. And then I can see, what kind of, let's say how many Moderna vaccines, or if I want to see only a couple of these, so I can do that. Here, I can see the projected stock. So that will tell me when the stock will end. So let's say for Sputnik, in 10 days it is going to expire. So that will trigger then a resource request or vaccine request to certain agencies to provide me with that. And then I have shown you how the whole process can be maintained and tracked. So on a daily basis, these are the numbers, raw numbers, and this can come automatically from an existing system that people are working, like in here we are using CoWIN application in India, and we can see how these can be integrated together. And so once the integration is done, this is coming automatically. This data will come automatically. If I don't have the integration yet, then I still have the option to choose certain vaccines and a batch number, and I can say that I can see that this many available. So let's say today I have given 300 of doses 1, and then 400 of dose 2, and then let's say 100, it was 50 was wasted, or 10 was wasted for some reason, and I can hit submit. And this will allow me on a daily basis or twice a day to maintain my usage scenario. And then wastage total number, adverse reaction if there was any. And as this information gets changed dynamically, I can go to the GIS map, and I can also see from my level, or if I log in as the municipality level, then what I can see is a vaccination heat map. And that would give me, so I'm going to zoom out a little bit just to show the heat map properly. So here, if I turn on these layers, then you can see that average number of vaccination versus the adverse reaction, And this would help me. Let's, for example, let's adverse reaction. I can see that there's adverse reactions here, and that means that there is some batch number that maybe needs to be recalled. And you can do that by looking at the overall heat map for all the matrix that we are collecting here on the dashboard. So that is sort of a short presentation, except there are a couple of things that I wanted to mention before I end it, is that the message center allows you to send messages to all my contacts or staff, and we can divide the staff up into various notification group or emergency response groups, and then send these notifications out to them. And I can also post to public information to social media for information that the public would benefit from. For example, this vaccination center is taking walk-ins, and then this many walk-in slots are available on a particular date. So this we can push out from the dashboard to the social media for people to look at and then come accordingly. So it will be the most efficient usage of zero wait for the people, citizens, and then zero waste, because before anything gets expired or anything you are running short of, the system can trigger certain actions that will help you, enable you to reach that goal. So again, thank you very much. And if you have any queries or clarifications, please don't hesitate to contact us.